Hey guys, this is another twin flame reading. It's different than the ones that I normally do. It's a new one. I've never done this kind of spread before, and I I shuffled and I have the whole layout here, and I had to really sit and meditate on it and think about it before I did the video, because I had to really understand it. It's a really cool reading, but I had to really think about it because it's the Metatron spread. It's a Metatron past life spread, and this is for the divine masculine side of the twin flame. Sorry, my necklace touched my shirt and I freaked out. Sorry. It's for the masculine side, okay? So, it's for healing. The purpose of this spread is for healing, okay? I'm sorry, I have a bunch of stuff going through my mind all at one time. So the purpose of this spread is for healing, but there's a lot of stuff that comes up in it. It's really thorough. I find it really fascinating. So I'm just going to explain it to you guys, okay? It is the layout. It forms the star. Hang on. I should have drawn this out to show you guys a little bit better. I should have already done this. It makes the Star of David, the Merkabah star. It's two pyramids or triangles inverted and connected. And so to me, this represents the twin flames, and I believe that Metatron does a lot of work with the twin flame, you know. But anyway, this is the spread, okay? And this is for the divine masculine, and I'm gonna do one for the divine feminine as well. So at the top of the star is how the divine masculine felt. Okay, the thoughts that the divine masculine has, sorry, I'm OCD, I'm sorry. The thoughts that the divine masculine has brought forward in their cell memory, in their DNA, which is where we contain our past life information. The past life thoughts that the divine masculine has carried forward in regards to the relationship with the divine feminine. And okay, I have so many thoughts about this. It's so hard for me. Okay. This is how he thinks about her, but also thought patterns that he himself had in his past lives. And how the thoughts that he had about the union. I think all of those things. I think I could find all of those things in these cards. So, okay. The divine masculine remembers himself and the divine feminine having a very rich and satisfying mental relationship. The way that they thought, their interests, the way that they just naturally thought on their own about the world and about just they're just the way they connected on a mental level. The divine masculine found very nourishing. He found it nourishing on a soul level. The mental interaction with his divine feminine. I think that he himself I think he himself, and also, I think this is about himself, and I think this is about how he thought about the union. So, this card is about laziness, okay? It's like he was lazy in his mentality in this life, I think, towards the divine feminine. And I think the divine feminine was lazy in her thoughts towards him as well. Like, they had a very... He remembers having a very... let me make sure you can see the cards. A very satisfying mental relationship. But he remembers them being lazy with each other in some way, it not being a balance. Like, maybe one of you in a past life was more intelligent than the other by a large degree. Maybe. But he also remembers deception. And I think this is him remembering, like, the thoughts, like he would deceive himself with his own thoughts about who the divine feminine was and what he thought about her. Maybe he thought that she felt differently about him than she did. Like, this could play out in so many different scenarios. Like, if he thought that she didn't love him, but she did, but she was just lazy in the way she expressed it, or was lazy in the way that she verbally expressed it, that might have seemed like a deception. And that's something that needs to be healed now, because there may be this mental satisfaction that's not being used as to its full potential. And it could be because of some type of a remembered deception of something that was not balanced. So that's the past life thoughts that the masculine has. The past life feelings, no, I'm going to do it like this. The present life thoughts that the divine masculine has, I'm going to try it like this, is he thinks that you are his true love, whether this is someone who has met his other half or not, whether he knows who his twin flame is or not. He knows that his twin flame is his true love. He thinks about his past. He reflects on his past and things that happened to him as they happened to him. And he's I think he is sometimes a very patient person, and sometimes he's very restless in his thoughts, and this is guidance for him to be patient, because maybe he struggles with having racing thoughts. And he also is unhappy with his life currently. He has thoughts of unhappiness about his current emotional world. And I think for a lot of the divine masculine, you're not together. Okay, if you were together before and you're not together now, he knows, he thinks that you are his true love, and he thinks about when you were together, and he thinks about it in a good way. He thinks about it in a calm way. And then he thinks about how he's not happy not being with you. The divine masculine's past life feelings, the feelings that he has brought back in his DNA from his past lives with you, I had to really think about this one, because I could see these cards play out in so many different ways, but he feels that the divine feminine frees him and freed him from his burdens. His love for her and her love for him is strong enough to free him from these burdens and instead make him very focused and feel very powerful and feel very at home in his own skin. And he remembers feeling at home with her. It's really big, powerful, useful love that the divine masculine remembers feeling about his lover. His present life feelings in regards to the divine feminine are unconditional love. Unconditional love. The divine masculine unconditionally loves his divine feminine. This is so beautiful. And you know, this is whether or not the divine masculine has any idea who his twin flame is or not. Already at a soul level, whether he knows her or not, he loves her unconditionally. And he's in it to win it. He's in it to work. Give your relationship a chance. He is willing to put the work in because he feels that she is his fire, his bright spark. She inspires him. She feels inspiring to his soul. And he feels that with the High Priestess that they have a psychic, very deep soul connection. He feels that she is psychic. He feels that she is his bridge to divinity. He feels that she is the goddess, that she is his goddess. This is such intense love. I mean, present life feels, whoa, like, this is some really intense love right here, divine masculine. You are in your feels. It's beautiful. So, your greatest... No, I'm gonna wait for that one. Okay, so, your present life thoughts are a little rocky because you're thinking about how much you love this woman and that you want to be with her, but you're not. And the actions needed to heal those thoughts, to heal your sad thoughts. The crone is your sad thoughts about not being with the divine feminine, okay? That's what the crone represents. The crone also represents death, okay? So it's like a transformation is needed in your thoughts, and the way that you can, the action needed to flip the crone over and switch from your negative thoughts to using your wisdom instead of being in your thoughts and your fears. You can flip out of your dark side with your thoughts into your positive pearl of wisdom thoughts by well, I mean, Page of Wands, flirt, and we are all connected. I mean, y'all can really put the dots together on your own, I bet, without me even explaining what this means. The way for you, it's exploring. This is kind of probably irritating for the divine masculine who doesn't know who his divine feminine is, because this is really about getting busy, really. I mean, when I see this combination, this is sex right here. This is going and physically exploring her after flirting with her, physically exploring her. The Page of Wands is ready for exploration, baby. And we are connected, hello. So, but if you don't know who she is, how are you going to do this? So hang on, let me think about this for a second, because I don't want to leave anybody out. I have to be able to find the message for everybody. And there's probably some of you out there that don't know. I think maybe if you don't know, the advice would just be to whoever you feel connected to, whoever you feel attracted to, you should hang out with them and see if she's your twin flame. To see if you have a connection. That's the best I could get with that. I'm sorry. I hope that helps somebody. If you guys can come up with something else, please let us know. So your greatest health lesson is number 4. It's the placement in the very middle. It's the heart of the spread. Some may interpret this as the most important thing, but this is at the heart. This is your greatest health lesson, divine masculine, and it's so beautiful. This is such a romantic reading. Your greatest health lesson is to be passionate. Be the Page of Pentacles. Be passionate, be excited about your life, and be excited about your relationship with the divine feminine. Follow your passion and put the effort in to, because the maiden represents true love. This is your first love. 2-2. This is the twin flame number. This is your perfect reflection. And the Page of Pentacles shows the divine masculine being passionate. He's got the red. He is presenting like the best that he has because he's so passionate and in love with this new adventure that he's going on, in this new pursuit that he is ready, that he wants, because he's passionate about it. And it's the divine feminine. And it's so, the health lesson is to allow this relationship and this passion and this desire to be constantly at the highest vibration possible, so that it's pure and so that you are always experiencing the divine feminine as your bridge to the divine, because that will always keep your connection with her passionate and exciting. And the way that you can do this, the upkeep, the guidance, is to always look at things from a new perspective. Always think outside of the box. Be very healthy and pure, and like, imagine that your brain is like your body, and you move your body and you use your body every day, right? So use your brain, use your intelligence in that same manner, and always be looking at things about the divine masculine and about the divine feminine, and in your relationship with the divine feminine from a new perspective. Be intelligent with her and about her. Learn things about her from a million different perspectives, and that's going to help you learn things about yourself from different perspectives, and that is going to help you heal any issues that you may have in your past in regards to your divine feminine, whether it's things in your thoughts or things in your feelings that need to be healed between the two of you. You will be able to do that if you look at things from a different perspective, a new, fresh perspective. And any issues that may come up with your divine feminine in the future can be healed also by you having the ability, gaining the ability, and using the ability to always be looking at her and the situations from new perspectives and a fresh perspective. And that will keep you passionate, and it's like you are the most healthy in your world when you feel like you are in love. When you are passionate about this woman, when there is nothing in the way of you being passionate and in love with the divine feminine, is your greatest health lesson. It's so romantic. Okay, so that's it, and I'm going to leave it there, and I hope that it makes sense. Wait a minute. I think I left one out. Hang on a second. I left one out. It's the actions needed to heal the feelings from the past. I didn't tell you guys this. I skipped it because I got too excited and I went straight to the end. So I guess it's supposed to come out this way. Okay, the actions the divine masculine are supposed to take to heal his feelings. Even though you really don't look like you have a lot to heal in your feelings. But you might. I mean, you apparently do. But even the actions are so sweet, because the actions are to ground yourself, be very aware of your environment, and offer your love, offer your cup of love, offer your cup of romantic feelings to your divine feminine. That's probably why I forgot this, and I just jumped right into the heart, because it's just all so romantic, and it's like the same message, but this is the advice for what action to take to heal your feelings, and your advice to heal your thoughts is to do the same thing, is to flirt and be extremely connected. Look for your mental connection that you have now, because it's just as nourishing and bountiful as it used to be. And offer your romantic feelings to your divine feminine, who you always and will probably forever feel like is your one and only true love, your bridge, your goddess, your bridge to the divine, to the other world, your bright spark, a beautiful woman that you just feel could do anything and just lights up your world, whom you love unconditionally and will put in all the amount of work necessary to have a good relationship with her. You know that she is your true love. You remember her booty, the big behind. You remember how much you love her booty. And you are patient. You are patient in your thoughts. You are patiently healing your dissatisfactory thoughts. Oh, it's so sweet. And your dissatisfactory thoughts of maybe you guys being a little lazy with each other in a past life, or not being completely honest with each other. And your advice is to ground yourself and look around into your environment and be very aware of your environment, and constantly be looking at everything from a new perspective, and find a new creative perspective now to get to your divine feminine. And if you're not with her, or you don't know who she is, and if you don't know who she is, start working on your family issues that you have right now, that you dealt with in this current life with your parents, by looking at things from a different perspective. Heal yourself, and then you'll manifest her to you, because we have to heal to get to each other. And then you can offer her your passion and your adoration and your true unconditional love to her, and discover that her love still frees the burdens of your soul and is like magic, is like an elixir that brings you to life, like that bright spark, and helps you focus and guides you, and is your eyes in the darkness, and helps you. It's like a king and a queen. It's like the emperor and the empress. It's like she is the other half of you. She lights up your sword, baby, and she makes you feel at home. She is your home. She helps you feel at home in your own skin. You might feel at home in her skin. Oh, guys, it's so beautiful. I never knew y'all were so feely and so romantic. Y'all sweet. You hear me? You're sweet. Keep it up. Keep it up.